Welcome to weeks 3 and 4. Let's go ahead and get started. I'll do some screen sharing. Okay, so as you're aware, you will go here to weeks 3 and 4. Go ahead and click on that. This opens up this page. You'll have the information for required elements for weeks number 3 and 4. You have your CLOs. You need to read those, understand what is being required of you for this week. Your required reading is number 2. It's the second article, and that is in the course resources. So I believe you already know how to do that. We discussed that in previous videos, so I won't belabor that again. Lecture number 2 will be either the video or the PowerPoint for the lecture. You'll have discussion number 2. Your response will be based on the following article and journal posted in course resources, Vaughn and Swanson, 2015, Special Education Research Advances Knowledge in Education. So you need to reflect on how the examples in the article might apply to your own students. Then you're going to answer the following question. What instructional strategies in the article could be used to help your students? How? Please share with us from your own experiences. Okay, then you're going to click on the discussion thread number 2. You're going to go to the discussion board. You're going to click the appropriate forum. You're going to select create a thread, and then you're going to post your information and hit the submit button. Then the following week, then you're going to take a look at what your peers have posted and go ahead and answer at least 2 of them. So remember that this is not a paper that you're writing, it's a discussion item. So therefore you do not need an abstract. However, you do need a set of references in APA style. All right, so that gets us to the assignment, the written assignment number 2. So you're going to create a literature review with a minimum of 12 peer-reviewed journal articles. So you're going to create a research synthesis because the articles will draw from different sources. They will combine multiple ideas. They will be arranged under common headings. So remember, again, our focus is on helping TK through 12 students with special needs in an educational setting. So each journal article should discuss how an actual intervention was implemented by the authors with students in a TK through 12 classroom. The intervention must be clearly stated in the article. Okay, you're going to find 4 new articles to add to the 8 that you did in SPD695. Okay, so you're then going to combine the information. You'll have a total of 12 peer-reviewed articles. You're going to combine that information that you got from all 12 of the articles, and then you're going to put them under subheadings. So please understand that this is not an annotated bibliography. An annotated bibliography is just a simple list of resources with a little bit of information about each of them. That's not what we're looking for in this assignment. I will show you how to gather some of that information in just a couple moments here. Okay, you need to use a Word document, and there is a template that you can use. Now the template in this case is very simple because I don't want to tell you what subheadings to use because frankly I don't know what articles you're going to present in this paper. If I knew that in advance, then I could make something up, but I don't. And I don't want you sending me your articles in advance. I want you to make up the headings. Then I want you to take elements of the articles and put them under those headings. So you may have a heading that may have 2 or 3 of the resources that you collected, maybe more. And some of your articles will appear under more than one heading. Okay, but they won't all be under the same heading. Okay, there has to be some variance there. So remember that the template is just nothing more than a framework. It helps you to begin your literature review. And as I mentioned, I'll show you that in just a moment. Okay, there are 6 questions that we would like you to cover. Okay, the 6 questions are there. What is the actual intervention used in the study? If you say that there was no intervention used in the study, you can't use that study. Just that's the way it is. What was the research question or hypothesis? You quote and cite it. What was the methodology? In other words, how did the researchers conduct the study? What were the results or findings? Use your own words. Okay, what validity issues did they have? What were they? And were there any recommendations for future research? If so, what were they? So there's a lot of information to be put into this. So you're going to need to put some time into this. So I'm going to show you an example of how an article will take a number of resources and split them up and put that information under different headings. So give me just a few seconds here. This is not it. I have to find it. I apologize. I had this, it was ready to go. Yeah. Oh, here it is. My goodness. Okay. I apologize. All right, so here's an article. In fact, this is the article that you're going to use for next week. All right, and so I'm using this for the example just to show you how these items are have the information collected under certain parts here. So we have this article here, and we will go down to, there we go, literature review. See if I can make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so under this literature review, one of the headings was student engagement. Okay, so when you take a look at this, and you will see that there's Finn and Zimmer. You'll also have Marx and Rock. Okay, and you'll also have Spencer. Okay, so you see how pieces of different articles were put under student engagement, because these are the parts of those journal articles that referred to the student engagement. Okay, we go down to another heading. Okay, engagement in the subject of social studies. All right, so then we have some more items, some more journal articles. You have Ogle, Kemp, McBride, Book, Coutard, Husch, Ocalo, Engelbert, et cetera, et cetera. So you go through here and you'll see a number of different articles that appear, and some of these articles appear again. For example, Marx. Marx appeared under the first subheading as well. Okay, and then you go down, here's another subheading, technology integration. So you have Henning and Bell, you have Hammond and Boll, you have Fry, Trathen, Koppenheimer, Stoddard, et cetera, and you keep moving along, and you'll see these articles that are grouped there. Another subheading, student created projects. Okay, so as you see, you'll find some of these articles listed here. Universal design for learning frame. So you go down here and you'll see more articles. Okay. So as you can see, you're taking the different articles, and we're limiting you to only 12 articles so that you don't make this into an overwhelming assignment. But you will spread these things out so that they will appear under certain headings. So hopefully this review here, partial review of this article here, will help you so that you get the information that you're looking for. Okay, so that gives you an idea of how that's working. Okay, so you have those items there. That's pretty much it. Let me just make sure that I didn't miss anything. No, everything is covered there. So I just wanted to take a few minutes to go over that assignment with you, help you to see how it needs to be put together. Remember, no annotated bibliography. Don't just give me a list of journals and just say, well, this journal covered this, and this. This journal covered this, and this. Okay, go to your article for next week. Take a look at your literature review, see how that is put together. And that is an excellent example of what you're going to do with those 12 journals. Remember that the journals must be about TK through 12 students in school. No college students, no adults, no teachers, no paraprofessionals, none of that, okay? This is only about how we as teachers can help our own students in our classroom, okay? So make sure that the intervention is clearly stated so that when I go through and I look at the background of your articles and I pull up your articles and open them up, that I can find those interventions, okay? All right, and then what else do we need to do? Okay, you got it. We need to look at that rubric, don't we? So open up that rubric first, print it out so that you have it sitting there on your desk as you're going through and putting your ideas together. That way you can make the right decisions about what you're going to include in the paper. And if you need to include something else, then you know what it is that you need to include. Okay, so very good. I wish you success in this part of the course, and I hope that you enjoy the article, or enjoy the journey, we should say.